time now for the award-winning #1 local talk show in Northeast Pennsylvania, The Sam Lesante Show. Now here's your host, Sam Lesante.
Hi folks, I'm on location and guess where I'm at? I'm at Modern Therapeutics on 15th Street in Hazleton. Now folks, this is a show that you definitely want to listen to because you're going to be surprised at what they have to offer here, not only in Hazleton, but they're second to none. You know, I know sometimes we feel we had to go to Allentown, Philadelphia, New York, Harrisburg. Nonsense. You're going to find out today that this facility has a lot to offer, and I'm very happy to be here with Jeff Platek and Anthony Urillo, who are the owners of Modern Therapeutics. And gentlemen, thanks for having me here.
Thanks for coming, Sammy.
I got to tell you have a great place, and I thought we should show it off. Okay? And so, for the sake of our viewers, what do you do here?
Well, Sam, we're like we had said earlier, we're locally owned physical therapists. We provide physical and occupational therapy on an outpatient basis. We've been doing it since 2004 in the Hazleton area here, servicing the community with several different types of injuries, orthopedic, neurologic, post-operative and pre-operative conditions, maintenance programs, cardiovascular conditions and whatnot. Anthony and I got back together in 2004, and we've been providing what we think superior care since that time frame.
And you know, Anthony, you were talking about, you know, the experience, okay, and when you're talking about, you know, rehabilitation, etc. Even though everybody knows you guys and you're locally owned, I mean, you know everybody, which is great, and that's a good thing. However, putting that aside, I want to make sure that I'm coming to a place. You're a nice guy, but I want to make sure you got the experience. So let's talk about the fact that you do have the experience here, what you have to bring to the table.
Okay. Sammy, all of our clinicians are university educated and trained. They've all gone to school in the big city and decided to come back to Hazleton to bring their skills to give back to the community. We have 4 full-time physical therapists, we have 2 occupational therapists, we have 4 assistants, again, all from the area, all local graduates of the high school here, and I think that they do a superior job. All of our staff has been hand-selected. We don't put ads in the papers looking for staff. Everybody who's been here has been a student that we liked, that we saw huge potential in, and we brought on board, and we've kept them since then, and our turnover rate is next to none. Everybody enjoys being here.
I have the right to choose to come here, right?
Absolutely, Sam. That's something that we'd like to educate the public on, number one. You know, we're competing this day and age with big institutions and big companies out there, but the individual needs to know, despite what they're told, that they have a right to choose. Like, you can go to any physician out there, any grocery store. You can choose your care. You know, it's your choice. Like Anthony said, we're all university trained. Like I said, we get our hands on people. You know, we've had testimonials from patients that have come and they've had bad experiences at other facilities. You know, facility X, they say they walk in a facility and, you know, the therapist or whatnot will hand them a chart and say, go do your thing and check out with me on your way out. You will not see that here. You know, we're in the trenches. Anthony and I and every one of our staff members is in the trenches with these patients regularly. Yes, we may be checking in with our patients and whatnot, but for the most part, we're with them continuously. We like to keep the doctors informed in their care regularly every 4 weeks to check in, just to let the doctor know what's going on and check in with their care as well. So, but that's one thing that we like to educate the general population, that it is your choice.
Sam, and let me add to that. You know, one reason why you should choose to come to us is simply our motto. Individualized care, innovative treatments. We picked the name Modern for a reason. We are going to provide the latest, most current care that is out there. We're going to put our hands on people. We do not leave people alone. We do not, there's the bike, go ride the bike for 30 minutes and we'll see you later, let me know when you're done. We are right next to you, following you through the entire span of treatment. So another reason why you should choose us, plus our locations. We're set up in 3 locations. We're located on the way to McAdoo on 309, where Stefanisco's used to be. We have a nice sized facility there, treatment area, gym area. We have this location on 15th Street inside with Grigoli, and you can see it's a pretty big area. We have private treatment rooms, we have occupational therapy here, and we have Jerry's Fitness Center. And Jerry's Fitness Center, 17,000 square feet of gym space. There are 65 pieces of cardio equipment, 80 pieces of gym equipment, not including free weights, not including dumbbells, and we have access to all of that, along with 3 private treatment rooms. So it's a huge facility.
When you talk about individual care, and I think sometimes that's, to me, the most important thing, because first of all, you get in a situation you don't want to be in the first place, okay, whether it's a surgery or whether it's an injury.
Absolutely.
Now you got to get better, okay? Now what happens is you have that on your mind, and you want to have somebody who is that, you know, that nursing care, you know, that bedside manners, that you have the individual care, okay? Now, Modern Therapeutics did not grow because you're not doing the job. You guys have grown considerably. And you have the reputation because you've done that kind of job. So that's what I'm saying. They were saying to you, you have the right to choose, okay, where to go. And why come here? Well, again, we're going to talk about a number of things. When you're talking about individual care, I come in, take me through when a person who's coming here and for the first time, to walk me through this. What do you do?
Well, Sam, no two people are alike. No two body parts are alike on the same individual. You know, after coming in here, and we do a thorough subjective evaluation and a thorough objective evaluation, based on your goals and your needs outside of therapy, we come up with an individual program tailored to what you're going to need to do upon discharge. Again, you may be in the work, you know, the blue-collar population, where the program obviously is going to be a little bit more active. If it's a painful condition, we may start with some modalities and you know, and whatnot to treat that condition as well. So we put the pieces of the puzzle together, and we tailor a program point specific for what your needs are to meet your goals upon discharge from our facilities.
Now, and you're in contact with the doctor?
Constantly. Like I said, upon the initial and every 4 weeks, we send, whether it be with the patient or via email or fax or whatnot, or a simple phone call. We'll pick up the phone to let that physician know where this patient is in their care, what type of progress is that they're making, or what may need to be done, because we're not.
And you're monitoring that all the time.
Absolutely.
Now,
and like I said, some outcomes aren't as favorable, so we got to keep them informed. I mean, that's the bottom line here: clinical outcomes, and we like to see, you know, our success.
Hence the success.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's talk about the special treatments that you have here. And folks, this is interesting because when he tells you about the special treatments, I know somebody say, "Oh, I have this or I have that," and it's interesting the equipment they have here. Let's talk about your equipment.
Well, I mean, naturally we offer everything any other physical therapy clinic would have. We have the modalities, the heat, the stim, the ultrasounds, different waveforms of stim. We have spinal and cervical traction, which works wonderfully, but we do something different that nobody else from Allentown to Kingston does, and we treat neuropathy, from diabetes and non-diabetic neuropathy. It's a form of electric stim called microvascular electric stimulation. The primary thing with neuropathy is the nerve is not getting adequate blood flow. So the nerve is not firing properly. That's why you have the pain. That's why you have the loss of sensation. What this machine does will actually increase the vascularity, increase the blood flow into the arms or into the legs, primarily into the legs. The treatment itself is 45 minutes. It's quite a long treatment. You get a total of 20 treatments, but our results have been in the 96 to 98 percentile successful. 96 to 98 percentile
That's
effective.
amazing.
That is amazing.
So who would be a candidate for this?
Anybody who's having numbness or pain throughout the lower extremities or upper extremities. We've had patients who couldn't tell the difference between walking on a carpeted floor or a hardwood floor. We've had patients who couldn't sleep with sheets over their legs because of the pain that they were having. 20 treatments later, boom, we've had patients who have stopped taking medication because this treatment has been so fantastic for them, and stop taking significant amounts of medication.
All right, so we have your phone number on the screen. Okay, so I'm interested in what you're saying right now, and I want to know a little bit more about it. Certainly call, right?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
And so I could say, well, do you have some people, I won't mention them on air, but do you have some people that have, like we're going to have a couple of people here talk about the testimonials and what you've done here. And we could have thousands of them, but we picked a few of them. So the calling, I could get information about it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
And again, the reason why we're here, folks, is to inform you that, you know, I'm always proud about what we have in this area and about the qualifications we have. And, you know, when you have these Modern Therapeutics and the experience that they have, and that's the most important thing, is the experience you're bringing to them.
Thank you.
You have the choice. Remember that, folks. You have a surgery or you have anything, you have the choice to say, I want to go to Modern Therapeutics.
You know, people come through the facility. They walk through, ask questions. That's the first thing we like to do, show them around. Ask us any question that you may want. If you feel comfortable with it, give us a call.
And one other thing, Sammy, that we saw 2 or 3 years ago, Jeff and I were noticing that patients had a hard time getting here for therapy, whether their car broke, whether they didn't have a car, whether they were too old to drive. Simple reasons like that. So we put a van on about 3 years ago, and what a great service to the area. That van, it's so busy, we bought another one, and they just run constantly from the minute we're open in the morning until we close at night. Well, again, it's just for our patients, so there's no 3-4 hours waiting for the van to come and pick me up. It's a pretty in-out service, and it's been a fantastic feature for us.
And you know what that tells me? You know what it tells you, folks? It's commitment. That's a commitment you're making to the area. You're not. That's a major investment, saying we know what we have here, and that's a commitment. And a plus to that, the driver is fantastic. I mean,
he's the transportation technologist. He likes to be termed.
He's a great guy. He really is. But you put your money where you made a commitment here to the community, saying, look, we're going to get you here, and that's so important. I'm here at Modern Therapeutics. Remember, you have the right to choose. I'm going to talk to Erica, plus another person who's been here at Modern Therapeutics. We could probably have a 4-hour show with all the people that have been here. But folks, remember, the phone number's on the screen. You have any questions, you have any surgeries or anything that you need, you can call them. You have the right to choose. We'll be back right after this break. Welcome back to the Sam Lesante Show, folks. We're here at Modern Therapeutics on 15th Street. Remember, they have 3 locations, South Church Street, here at 15th Street, and also Jerry's Fitness Center in the Valley. Now, folks, we talked to Jeff in the beginning and Tony, who are the owners. Now, I want to talk to a few people, a little testimonial, and we'll talk to Erica here. But this is an exciting story. You want to talk about testimonials. This girl really impressed me. I came here. Susan,
yes.
Tell us about your story.
Sammy, I was out one morning taking a walk with my husband, and I tripped and fell. And I broke my arm.
He didn't push you, did he?
Everybody's asked me that. Everyone.
He didn't go, oops.
No.
All right.
No, he did not. Now I'm going to blush.
Yeah, no.
And I felt I had a severe break.
Yeah.
I still have a plate on the radius bone.
Wow.
And this bone I had to have cut down because I had 6 different surgeries on this arm to get it to do this.
Okay.
First time I came in here to see Erica, I had the external fixator. And I thought, I've been to other physical therapy places. I don't know what I'm going to find here. Okay. So I was apprehensive.
Sure. Like
I
everybody.
came in, and the whole atmosphere, but she put me completely at ease. And every visit that I had here, it improved. Now, I have other issues with the arm, but the bone wouldn't heal. I had an infection in it. The doctor had to remove the plate. I have a piece of my elbow in it. I have a piece of a chip of my hip in it. But Erica walked me through every bit of it.
So you highly recommend it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is the only place to come to.
You don't sound excited, though.
I'm very excited. I spent
a lot of
3 years here.
Yeah.
3 years.
3 years.
I continue to come here to work out.
Okay. So we're talking about right to choose, okay, and we're talking about you don't have to go out of the area to get excellent care.
Right.
You're a living testimonial.
Absolutely.
So would you recommend Modern Therapy?
I would absolutely recommend.
Yeah.
And Erica, for hand therapy, she is your lady.
Well, if all their patients were like you,
yes.
Believe me, you sound excited. I think it's a nice tribute.
I love it here. I'm going to be honest, it's like coming home here for me.
Oh,
I
wow.
spent so much time here. I just had
How much did Jeff pay you to say this?
I just had foot
broke,
surgery.
but it's good.
Sammy, I just had foot surgery. I was here for therapy again.
Will you stop breaking yourself apart?
I know.
Just to come here, you're breaking your bones.
They're keeping me back up. I'm built
We keep
right
fixing her.
back
She's
up.
good.
Susan, thank you. Okay,
Oh, thank you,
Erica,
Sammy.
First of all, great tribute to you.
Very nice. She's making me blush a little bit.
And when Jeff says, and Tony says, you come here and it's like home, it is like home. Everybody is just great. Let's talk about you. You do hand-to-hand therapist.
Yep.
So what do you do? I mean, it's just, if so many people, I wrote this down. How many people have arthritis, and what should a therapist do to help them with this condition?
There are so many things that we could do as a therapist for people that have arthritis, that have other conditions that plague them in their day-to-day life. As an occupational therapist, I've focused in hand therapy for the past 16 years. There is nothing more important than to be able to use your hands in your daily life.
Now, a lot of people have numbness.
Oh, yes.
Okay, and I know Tony talked about neuropathy, which is a great machine. But okay, what do you do for this numbness, the tingling in arms and legs? What causes this, and how can therapy help this?
Well, normally we live in a technological society now, so everybody's texting, everybody's talking on the phone, everybody's working on computers, everybody's compressing their nerves on a regular basis. People often think that exercise is just squeezing a ball or lifting weights, but there are actually certain exercises that you should do to mobilize your nerves throughout your body. And there's a specific routine that we could do as therapists by resting, by doing splinting, showing them particular exercises to do to alleviate a lot of those symptoms, the numbness, the tingling, the things that keep people up at night, you know, the things that cause people pain and irritation in their daily life. Plenty of things that we could do. And an evaluation, we could find out what their problems are.
And that's the thing, folks. If you experience this, the number's on the screen. Call and ask for Erica, and she'll explain this to you, as she did with the broken bone for our girl here.
And can I say, it didn't end in the room. If you had trouble outside, she's there for you. And doing work at home also helped me. Whatever she taught me, I had to go home and do it.
And you could ask my husband. I'm very good at telling people what to do.
Yes.
So it's always nice to know that people follow through with what I tell them.
Constantly
I
told
want
me.
to thank you, Susan.
Thank you.
And you keep up the good work, okay? Now we have a couple other people here, folks. Just so you remember we said about word of mouth, we have some people here that use Modern Therapy. So let's talk to now. We're going to talk to Donna and Dominique. Now let's talk to Donna and Dominique. And thanks for coming on here, the show. Donna, what happened with you?
I had fallen off of the ladder and had broken my neck. And they life flighted me down to Geisinger, and I came back here in half a body cast, and they worked on me here because I thought I'd never walk again, but they pulled me through it. And then I went back, and just last month they had the hardware removed, and it was the same thing, hardly walking, and here I am. Doing good.
So let me ask you, I mean, Donna, you had a serious situation happen to you, and you look great, God bless you. Okay?
Thank you.
Talking about Modern Therapeutics, okay, because we're trying to let people know what they have to offer here and the compassion they have. What did you find here? Now be honest with me.
Be honest, compassion. They really did work with me.
Yeah.
They really worked with me.
Would
They
you
got
recommend
me,
them?
Yes, I would, because they got me where I am today.
And were you referred, or did you ask to come here?
I had heard about them, and I asked, I said I want to come here.
And that's what we're trying to say, folks. You have the right to choose. So you're excited? You're doing fine.
Yes.
You look great, and I'm glad to see that you're driving now.
Yes,
too.
I am.
Oh, that's good. And hey, it happens to everyone. Young people, me, old people, young people like Donna. Dominique, what happened to you?
I was at cheerleading practice for the high school, and I was tumbling, and I dislocated my shoulder.
Oh, that's not a good thing either. So how do you find things here at Modern Therapeutics?
Well, it was very helpful because I had a national cheerleading competition about 2 weeks ago, and it was like a month before that I dislocated, and they didn't think I was going to be able to compete. But I came here, and they really put me through an aggressive program, and it helped me, and I was able to compete.
So here again, going to the experience of what they were able to do for you, and you're still cheerleading?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was able to
join the
compete.
team and yay, I do all that stuff too. Okay, you like cheerleading, huh?
Yeah, I love it.
But you like coming here to Modern Therapeutics?
Yeah.
Are they fun people here? Because they look like they're little boy. They look like they're boring sometimes.
No, we have fun.
Yeah, fun. Well, that's important to have the fun, but also most importantly, get you better. Okay, and you got better by coming here, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, folks, here again. You have the right to choose. These are people, they wouldn't come on television to tell you that. Now we're going to talk to Frankie Vito, okay? Frankie is going to tell you what happened with him. Now we have Frankie Vito here, and certainly people in Hazelton know Frankie. Frankie, let me just say this before we get in and find out what happened. I want to tell you, you're doing a great job in the city. It's a challenge. I don't know why you don't have grayer hair and lost your hair, but it's a challenge, and you and your team are doing a fabulous job. I want you to know that. Now we're here at Modern Therapeutics. First of all, what happened to you? I never knew that anything happened.
Back in I guess of last year, late May or June, I tore my left rotator cuff, and I had surgery in September of the same year of 2012, and right after surgery, the next day I was in for therapy under Jeff and Fran and Anthony, and pretty much his whole staff worked on me.
And so we're telling people about the experience. You could have gone anywhere. I mean, you could have gone anywhere for therapy. What did you find different here, Frank?
Well, they're always friendly and sociable, and I've been coming here. I've had previous injuries with my ankle, which Jeff worked on quite a bit. So from past experience, I always got great care and service.
And and then the results is how you felt. Okay.
Yes.
So what happened before? You had what?
I had arthritis in my left ankle.
And how's that coming along?
Fine.
Okay. You look like you're a big and strong man here.
Try to maintain.
You're not falling apart on me,
No,
right?
no, not yet.
When we, you know as well as I do. Sometimes people feel, they need unique things or they get better. Sometimes they feel, well, we have to go out of town. Okay. And I tell people to Google people and to learn as much as they can. Your opinion on that?
No, I don't believe in that. We have great therapists, we have great doctors, a great medical staff in the city, and I believe if I can stay in town, I'm going to stay in town.
And we're fortunate.
Yes.
We're very fortunate to have what we have. Well, anyway, Frank, I appreciate you coming on. I know you gave me the workout. We grabbed you because I think people need to hear about, they could say what they do, and I want people to check them out. But I'm glad you're feeling better, and keep the good work up, okay? All right, folks, we're going to go to break. We're here at Modern Therapeutics, 3 locations, Church Street, 15th Street, and Cunningham and Jerry's Fitness Center. But most importantly, folks, please do yourselves a favor, learn about Modern Therapeutics, and then ask for them. You can choose where you can go and get your therapeutics and your therapy treatments, okay? We'll be back right after this break. Welcome back to the Sam Lesante Show, folks. We're on location here at Modern Therapeutics. I want to thank those people who were able to talk about Modern Therapeutics. You hear from Susan, you hear from Dominique, you hear from Donna, you hear from Frank. Okay, which here again tells you what you have to offer here. Now, there's people who maybe going through the channels and they're coming to the Sam Lesante Show. Just to review, what do you have to offer here again, Jeff?
Well, like I said, fully trained physical therapist, university trained, free transportation if the families and family members don't have resources to get here. A thorough evaluation, thorough treatments, and regular checkups with your physician.
And you said something at the beginning of the show. Again, when you need that individualized attention, okay, and that's what you do from start to finish. When someone comes here, okay, you're giving them that individualized attention. Correct?
Absolutely. You're not going to be left unattended at any one point.
Do I need a script to come here?
In the state of Pennsylvania, yes, you would need a physician referral, and that's what's really important about that. Like I said, it really is the patient's choice.
So, in other words, that's why we're emphasizing here. It's the patient's choice to say, I want to go to Modern Therapeutics, absolutely. Okay? And if they don't, you don't have a ride, folks, they got 2 vans to pick you up. I mean, talk about commitment, which I think is great. So you're working with them individually. You have the experience, you know what to do, and how far you can push that person as far as therapy is concerned.
Absolutely, yes, yes. And that comes with experience. Jeff and I have been doing this a combined 40 years. If we add up all the years with our staff, well into the mid-hundreds, years of experience. We've been doing this for quite a while, and again, successful outcomes. That's what our goal is. We want to see everybody get better. It's a reflection upon us, and we take it personally that you do get better.
And I tell you, folks, in the world of getting knowledge today, Google whatever you want to Google, and you're going to find that you have second to none as far as the equipment that they have, the technology, but most important, the experience that has it. You're pretty excited about your job here, aren't you?
Absolutely, yes. It's something different every day. It's challenging. We also do home visits too, which is something else. If you really can't get out in our van, you're not appropriate to leave the home, we can certainly do that. Every day is something different, something exciting, something new. It's a fantastic job to have.
What do you do primarily, Tony?
Physical therapy. I do that. I'm more of a manual therapist. I like to get my hands on somebody when there's a problem. Patients tend to react better, calms them down, and progress them appropriately from there.
And Jeff, what is primary?
Similar. Like I said, we got our hands on people. We're in the trenches every day, like Anthony had said. We give you the attention that you need. We put our hands on people. It's just that human touch.
And again, anybody who is going through any kind of pain, that neuropathy thing has me excited. I mean, the results from that, and folks, it's amazing if you're having pain in your legs or the results, 96 to 98%
success.
That
Absolutely.
is unbelievable.
Yes, again.
So why should people be out there in pain?
Yes.
Right.
So, but they have to call their doctor to get us.
And Salem, if I can intervene, we do accept most insurances.
Okay.
So we're out there. We do. And if you have any questions, just give us a holler.
That's fabulous. Well, folks, here again, get educated. That's what the Sam Lesante Show today is all about here at Modern Therapeutics, is knowing what we have in this facility. Why do you have to drive 50 miles or 25 miles or go out of town? There's no reason for it. But remember, do your homework. Check them out. Google them. Get their experience. Know all about it. They're nice guys. There's no question about it. But nice guys don't work for me when it comes to, are they taking care of my health? That's the bonus, okay? And you guys have a passion for it. You know, you've grown.
Yes.
You don't grow because you don't do a good job. Your word of mouth is fabulous. You know, you have a great reputation, and I think that's a tribute to you and all the people that work here.
And when Jeff and I sat down and looked at, as we were growing, where we wanted to be, we've positioned ourselves to be on the southern end of the Beltway to deal with the McAdoo, the Clares, the Tresco, that end, even the south end of Hazleton. We're in the middle of town, and we're down on the northern end in the valley. So we have Hazleton covered. It's easy convenience for everybody to get here.
That's fabulous. There are 3 locations, folks. You saw them. There were South Church Street, 15th Street, and Jerry's Fitness Center in Cunningham. Thanks for having me here, folks. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, Sam.
Nice being here, folks. I hope you learned something today. Remember, 24/7 SSP TV. Sam at SSP TV is my email. You can watch the show anywhere in the world, particularly if you have any kind of concern. Watch the show, get familiar with it, but call them and be comfortable when you come in here. But remember, folks, you have the right to choose. Ask for Modern Therapeutics. We'll see you next time.